Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Jarvis Escott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today I am back. Here again with us is Councilor Wardine Alexander for Birmingham City Council District 7. Thank you for coming on today, Councilor.
Well, thank you. I'm very happy to join you today.
Great. She's here on a different capacity. She is here as a candidate running for re-election for her council seat. And, you know, when we first started by saying that Councilor Wardine Alexander is the first person to come on my podcast this election season. So I'm inviting everybody to come on. Don't be scared now. Tell people why you're running, what you worked on, you know, all that. But let me first kick off and ask you, Councilor Alexander, why are you running for re-election?
Well, it's very important to me. I would like to continue the journey that I started. I was appointed to this seat in October of 2018, and then I was elected during a special election in November 2019. So I've been serving for about 2.5 years now, and I'd like to continue the journey that I've started with the residents of District 7 to make it a place that I would love and we want everyone to live, work, and play.
So can you tell the audience what is the role of a city council? I want to take these informative sessions, sit down with candidates, educate the audience, you know, especially Birmingham voters, what's the roles is, so you guys don't be too careful when people going out here saying they can do this and they do that, and it's not according to the Mayor Council Act. So what's the role?
Well, I'm really very happy that you asked me about that. There are actually two roles, specific roles, for a member of the City Council. One is to legislate, and that is to legislate regulations, ordinances that we have to, or the laws that regulate the city, as well as zoning ordinances and where we live, the type of businesses and structures that we have in our neighborhoods. So one, legislate, regulate, and then I like to add a third one is advocate, and that is one of advocacy for the citizens, to be the voice for the citizens.
Okay, I want you to answer this too while we're sitting. You cannot tell a department head to do anything.
I'm so glad you asked me that. According to the Mayor Council Act of 1955, and it did have some changes a few years ago that were very specific for how the mayor and the council works together and operates within the city. And the biggest part of that is we cannot operate or direct anyone of staff for the city. We also, we only vote up or down on the budget. So there are very specific things that a councilor can and cannot do. And one of those is most importantly, we cannot direct the staff or activities that work for the city. Okay,
when you took office during the time, these last 4 years, and especially this last year with COVID-19, what challenges did your office face? And, you know, specifically even visibility, you know, as far as interacting with constituents and things like that?
Well, I'm glad that you asked me that. Of course, we've been through a major pandemic. All of our lives have been greatly affected by COVID-19. And one of those was how we work and how we reach our constituents. And so before the pandemic, I had a 99.9% opportunity or rate of attending neighborhood meetings, which put me out there with the residents. After the pandemic, we had to change the way we operate. So mainly we were educating our neighborhood leaders on how to use conference calls, and that was a way to get back. But also trying to help our residents as we went through this path of how we navigate in this new normal and how we reacted to the issues that affected all of us with COVID-19. So a lot of that I did was working to bring not only COVID-19 testing, but also to bring COVID-19 vaccinations to our residents. I helped to sponsor a COVID-19 testing site at Bryant Chapel Church over in District 7. We also had the vaccinations over at Greater Shiloh. And then there were also multiple times that we had opportunities to provide food and had food drives for our residents.
You was at Winona a while back too, right?
Yes, and actually at Winona High School most recently, we wanted to open up the opportunity for our students from ages 12 to 17 to become vaccinated. We're really trying to be sure that our residents and our children are safe as we prepare to go back to school. So I'm encouraging everyone to go out and have done everything in my office to make that information available to them.
So as you look back, because you know other people had about 4-year terms, but you had 3. What's been some of your main accomplishments?
Well, I'm glad you asked, and really what I focused on are 3 areas, what I call the 3 C's. First of that, I mentioned a little bit about COVID-19, and that was being sure that our residents could get tested as well as vaccinated. And also, through my role as the utilities chair, we know that a lot of families were negatively impacted by COVID-19. They lost jobs. Some of them even lost places where they live. So I've worked to bring those town hall meetings to bring utilities and rent assistance information out to our residents. Under the cleanliness, the second C, it's been very important to me that we clean up our district. Now, I've lived in D7 all of my life, and have moved back in and forth in different times, and I've seen D7 change, and it's not the way that we want it to look. So one of those is improving the cleanliness. What I've done in that area is try to minimize the blight. And so we've knocked down and demolished over 150 homes in our area to alleviate some of that blight, as well as sponsoring over 25 different cleanups in our neighborhoods, trying to advocate and educate people on trying to keep our neighborhoods clean. The third C is one of community revitalization. Now that's very important. We want jobs, we want businesses to come into District 7. So I was very excited in the fall when Buffalo Rock, they decided to put a manufacturing site, as well as FedEx ground transportation is gonna come into D7. That's gonna bring about 350 jobs.
Oh, wow, okay.
So trying to get those jobs, create a workforce development pipeline for our residents. So again, wanted to be sure that D7 is a place to live, work, and play.
Okay, so I want you to go back for a moment. Like, said, trying to fix blight and everything. Can you, I know this long video, but, need to bring a video to kind of talk about that process of from when the information request hits your office till how long that typically takes, the process with that.
Well, unfortunately, there are thousands and thousands of blighted structures throughout the city of Birmingham. And when I mentioned 150 in D7 alone that have been knocked down, there are many, many more structures that are left there. So one of the things is the process of how that has to go through council action, actually, for a structure to be demolished. And that can take weeks, even a year or more, because we're dealing with the owner, because we don't want to go in and take action and seize a property without being sure that the homeowner or the resident has an opportunity to fix or repair that dwelling. And so that, I do always want residents to know there is a matter of time that's involved in that. But one of the things I do in my office is to advocate as quickly as we can, as quickly as I know about those structures, to advocate to get those on the list and we get those down.
What challenges do you feel the next council faces in the next 4 years, or even specifically in your district?
Well, the good thing that I'm excited about is President Biden's American Rescue Plan. And we have an opportunity as councilors to take those dollars, federal dollars that are going to be given to the city of Birmingham, and to put those dollars in each of our own neighborhoods. And we have an opportunity to transform our neighborhoods. And so how we work and how we distribute that monies, that's going to be very important. Also advocating, strengthening some of the rules that we have on the books already. We have code enforcers who go out and they enforce the way that our neighborhoods look. It's going to be very important for someone that's sitting in this seat to also to strengthen those laws and to provide those staff that through proper budgeting that we can enforce the laws that we already have on the books again to make our neighborhoods clean and ones that we want to live in.
Okay, well, several candidates vying for your seat and you run again. What sets you apart from your challengers?
Well, of course, I like to say proven leadership. I've been in this position for 2.5 years now. I've had other opportunities to represent the district, and so it's that ability to work well with others. I think you have to have a collaborative effort. It's very important as a counselor that you work with the other 8 counselors as well as the mayor. So I'd like to caution residents to be sure to listen to the voice. Listen to what people are telling you they can and cannot do, and ensure that they're able to do the things and make those promises and keep them for you.
Yeah, I know it's like you all got the budget done pretty quick this year. That was unprecedented.
Well, of course, this is $455 million, largest budget in 150 years of the city of Birmingham. So it was important to me, though, that we had a lot of challenges with the fiscal 21 budget. So it was important to me in this fiscal 22 budget that we were able to restore some of the funding and some of the services that we had to eliminate last year due to the pandemic.
So everything else back in your particular district?
And yes, and we actually we have some capital projects, and I'm very happy that we'll be working with 4 of the parks in District 7. And we also have some changes that will be done at many of the parks. And so again, wanting to be sure that our residents can come out and bring their families out and they can live, work, and play there in District 7.
Okay, so Tuesday, August 24th, as you know, as my Councilor Alexander, she always have her running shoes on. How can people get in contact with you if they want to support your campaign, donate, all that?
Yes, please, I am asking you to vote and support me on August 24th. If you want to know more information about my campaign, you can go to www.votewardine.com. That's www.votewardine.com.
Okay, I got one more question to ask you is, I have a segment where I'm dealing with the candidates and they kind of make their own closing case. Mm-hmm. So I want to give you a few moments to make your closing case to the voters, camera. Go ahead.
Well, again, I'm Wardine Alexander. I've had the opportunity to represent the residents of District 7. I'm asking them to join me again and keep me in office. We've started this journey over 2.5 years ago. Our destination is the transformation of our neighborhoods and our communities within District 7. I ask you to support me. It's proven leadership, and we will get this done.
Well, Councilor, I want to thank you for coming on. Also, first, thank you for your service this past 3.5 years.
Thank you.
Everybody was sick of people running, because I think Birmingham faces a very critical next 4 years. We got the World Games coming here. I don't know if you want to do a little blurb about what the World Games and how they can impact the district as well.
Well, we have a lot of opportunities for diversity with vendors and the people that will be participating, and so we want to make this a community effort. So I'm going to encourage everyone. Those tickets did go on sale earlier this week. So we want to make Birmingham look our best, and the world will be watching. So we're excited to have those visitors and participants here.
All right, so thank you for coming on today. Thank you all for watching. Please check out what'shappenbirmingham.com for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank y'all again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.